It's real people, real convo.
I'm Peter Bailey, and after savoring Cold World, I hit the road with Big Sean, who invited me to share NiteCap on his Finally Famous tour, his first as a headliner. Sean's stop in Greensboro, North Carolina, was met with the raucous and adoration fitting for a burgeoning superstar, who treated the sold-out crowd inside Green Street Club to a bit of Marvin and Chardonnay. As engaging as his West Side Detroit upbringing, the good music MC took time to embrace every teary-eyed fan before jumping on the tour bus and heading out to Richmond, Virginia, where he anticipated an equally anxious sold-out crowd inside the National. That morning he reflected on his road to this very moment, being the offspring of Kanye West's genius, his Detroit style, maintaining love amid the bright lights, and being an inspiration to millions.
Welcome to Greensboro, gentlemen, the furniture capital of North Carolina.
Thanks a lot, Frank. I'm happy to be here.
ABC NiteCap with Peter Bailey on ABC. They was filming this whole show. All y'all gonna be on ABC. So y'all make it.
I'm Peter Bailey, and I just woke up aboard the tour bus with the man himself.
That's right, man.
We're in Richmond.
Yes, sir.
How
was it sleeping on the tour bus?
Well, I've had better nights, but it was it was good. I should say good morning, man.
Yeah, definitely. It was good.
The show last night, Sean, you know what I saw at the show? You really connected with your fans.
Man, I just feel like, you know, people who go over and beyond for me, it's not even right to not get the same type of feeling and emotion back, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the least I could do is some girl's like, man, I drove 310 miles to come see you. The least I could do is give her an autograph and a hug and be like, man, thanks. She like, man, I couldn't even see the show. I was so in the back, and the security guard was standing over me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to hear the stories that people go through, because it's kind of like, you know, you really want to see where people come from, because you want to keep inspiring and connecting with people, and you can't connect with somebody if you don't know where they came from.
And speaking about connecting, man, you really brought up your family a lot. You
Yeah.
brought up your mother and that odyssey of
Yeah,
trying
man.
to get here.
Yeah.
And I remember last night we got off the bus and you were looking for your brother.
This is my brother too, by the way, my older brother.
You ain't got to have a family that supports you, man. You ain't got to have a mom who believes in your dream, who spends her hard-earned money on your dream that may or may not happen, you know what I'm saying? She nurtured and spent her last money on my stuff and gone in debt over me, just me believing in myself and her believing in myself. So, you know, I owe her the world, man. She had faith when I didn't have faith. When I was like, man, forget this rap stuff, she's like, nah, baby, you gotta, you know, no, seriously, she kept me going. She gave me books to read, like The Alchemist, or books like Asking It Is Given by, like, you know, Jerry and Abraham Hicks, that really teach you creating your own world. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize that the world is yours and you control everything in your own world and your own reality, then you're unstoppable. And, you know, as soon as I read those books and really believed that concept, that's when I got signed. That's when everything started going right. And she was the one who really introduced that to me and nurtured that idea in me. So, you know, I believe in what I believe in. I believe in my dream. I believe in everything I want in life more than I believe in what I can see in front of me. So that's how I live.
What has been the hardest thing about maintaining this dream?
Maintaining your reality with it. You know, it's kind of a sense of, you know, of course you live in a dream doing everything, you know, I'm doing everything I talked about 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, you know. But I've also lost some of my best friends. I've also seen the people who I love change because they think I've changed when I haven't changed. You know, it's kind of like the people who say you changed are the ones that have changed, because before they wouldn't even judge you in any way, or before, you know, I even say in a song, who are your real friends and your friends by technicality. They ask how your mama is, they ask for a salary. First of all, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm not at the top of the game in my eyes. I'm not, you know, and people, it'll look a different way if they see you on TV or hear you on the radio. But I'm still trying to get myself established, and you have to make sure you take care of yourself before you can take care of everybody else, because sometimes that's how the castle falls.
Last night at the show you mentioned fans really need to embrace this new breed of artists, you, Wale, J. Cole. to think about it, is there, Kanye, is there a time when you reach that crescendo and your mentor and you may be on the same level? Is there ever going to be a competition there? Or just, does Kanye want the sky's the limit for you, even if you supersede?
Yeah, hell yeah. I think he wants the best, you know, just somebody who even would sign the kid who he thinks has the potential to be bigger and better than him or his protege or whatever. I think that's all the goal for him. You know, he nurtures, you know, from me to Kid Cudi to, you know, everybody, to Drake, to, you know, he really admires and appreciates just the culture of everything, just people pushing the culture forward, you know, and it inspires him and he inspires us. So it's kind of like bouncing off of each other. So I sit and realize how special it was that I rapped for him and he actually took the time out, listened, and signed me eventually, you know. Me and him have had talks all the time where, you know, I remember we were standing next to Jay-Z and he was like, man, you're going to be the best rapper, talking to me. He's like, you're going to be the best rapper. You're going to have your moment like all these other people be having their moments, this, and that's their moment. You're going to have your moment to be the best rapper. And we were sitting next to Jay-Z and I was like, damn, you know, and Jay was looking like, yeah, whatever. But, you know, the thing is, why not? I'm 23 years old. These are the people I grew up to. Why can't I strive to be better? Why can't I be better? You know what I'm saying? I saw Wale talking on the internet and he was like, man, why can't I have a classic album? Why can't I say my album gonna be better than Pac's album? If Pac was here, Pac would say my album gonna be better than Pac's album. You know what I'm saying?
I woke up to my Twitter, that song with Nicki Minaj. How has that been working with Nicki? We kind of touched upon it a little bit.
Man, it's going great. Nicki's a fun person. You know, a lot of people think she's stuck up or this and that, and she's probably one of the sweetest girls I've ever known. She just knows what she wants, and she's a boss like that. You know what I'm saying? She be looking good as hell. You know,
speaking about looking good,
she's a good friend of mine too. We talk from time to time. She's great.
You're a very fashionable guy. I'm kind of been watching. You showed me.
I made this shirt.
And some of the other clothes that you're trying to come out with a whole fashion. What inspires your fashion?
Man, I think fashion is inspired just by, it's an extension of you, your style, you know. It's just, I'm from Detroit. We Detroit players. You hear people like Big talk about Detroit players or Snoop or Jay. It's because we got that certain style, man. And it's just like, whether it's the music, you know, from Jay Dilla to Eminem. I just feel like making my own clothes because it hasn't been clothes that be exactly what I want. You know what I'm saying?
What exactly you want?
Man, it just depends. Like, for instance, for my black Adidas, I wanted some black Adidas, but I wanted my Adidas snakeskin black. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got no snakeskin black Adidas, so I made my own. You know, like I showed you some of the pieces last night that I made myself. You know, just some of the t-shirts I make. It's just, why not? You know, I just want to have fun with it.
Beyond all that, you know, you mentioned stereotypes in the culture. The music, man. Beyond the bright lights, what does the music mean to you?
Man, the music means a way of expressing myself. It's a way of supporting my family. It's a way to a better life. It's a way of life. It's a way that I'm able to see the world and go all over the world and expand my mind and be a leader for young people. You know, I was talking to my mom, but I was telling her, like, man, you really raised me right. And I really made her proud. She said she went back to her hotel room and cried because I was like, man, I want to be a leader to this young nation, to a popular leader for black people, for people in general. But, you know, and I'm willing to make my mistakes and make my mistakes with people so they learn from my mistakes. And hopefully the music I make can influence and inspire people just as much as you and Dad inspired me. You know, Tupac was a great leader to me. You know, he went through a lot. He wasn't perfect. He was, you know, thug life, this and that. But he also, there was a lot of positivity about him, you know. And even Biggie and a lot of people. So I just want to be a positive influence to the young crowd, make my mistakes, you know, growing up as a man, and hopefully people can learn from them, you know.
Some of those mistakes. You're 23, man.
Yeah.
You got the world at your fingertips. I was loving dating. Or is it possible?
Yeah, you know, it's possible, man. It's definitely something hard. I had a girl who, you know, since before everything happened, before all this took off when I used to go visit her up in Michigan State, would let me sleep on her couch, you know, to when we started dating and I was performing at clubs with 100 people. Her and her friends was the only people in the front getting hype, and maybe like a couple other guys, you know what I'm saying? But somebody who's been holding me down, so I've been trying to make that work. Definitely a challenge, I'm not gonna lie, because these girls are crazy on the road.
I saw it yesterday.
Not even that, it's just like, it really tests your faith in a relationship, your trust, and you know, you never know if it's gonna work for real, if it's not gonna work, but it's at least a good try, you know.
Finally, Sean, you know, you speak about Detroit, and we know Detroit.
Hell yeah. Know about the D.
If you could look at a kid right now that's trying to squeeze $1 out of 2 pennies like you were at one point, trying to make this dream come alive, trying to realize it, what would you tell him, man?
And I would tell him, have faith in yourself more than you have faith in what you can see with your eyes, because, you know, your eyes, everything you see is just visual, man, and stuff is way more realer than that. What you can feel with your spirit and what you can feel with your heart is way more realer than what you can feel with your eyes, man. So just keep that faith. You know, believe in it more than you believe in everything else. And if you're supposed to do something, listen to your heart. It'll let you know if you're doing the right thing, man. You know that feeling you get when you're doing something right and doing something wrong, man. And that you'll get that same feeling when you're on the right path to success. And, you know, always follow your heart, man, because you never want to look back wishing you woulda, coulda, shoulda did anything. That's probably the most depressing thing in life. Yeah.
You know, I've shared a lot of nightcaps, and I enjoy sharing this nightcap, not because Mr. I do it or the accolades or whatever.
Yeah. No, thanks,
Seem
man.
like a good person, man.
No, pleasure is all mine. I appreciate being recognized. You know, you coming out, showing love, that means a lot, man.
My back hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you came and stayed on the tour bus, man. I came in the middle of the night. I got up to get some water and some snacks. I saw y'all hurting on the couch. I was like, damn, we should have at least gave him a bump.
It was great, brother.
No, but yeah, no, thanks for showing love. Thanks for having your ear to the streets and recognizing the young talent, man. Not just me. Shout out to the new generation, them. You know, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Mac Miller, Meek Mills, you know, Sci-Hi, Cudi, Wiz. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm excited to be a part of it, man. Thanks for recognizing it.
Definitely. Thank you, bro.
Alright, I'm a big fan of Big Sean's. I have been since he came out. I'm just representing here from North Carolina saying we love you, Big Sean. Keep doing what you're doing. Bring music to the people because we love good music. I love good music. And I love you. God bless.
Big Sean is pretty clever. I like that he was signed by Kanye because obviously Kanye has serious respect in the game. Also fashion icon. Kanye, shout out. But Big Sean's a stud. I like his lyrics and his beats, and so I play it when girls come to my dorm. They go crazy. So it works out well. Win-win, win-win-win.
Cool.
It's real people, real convo.